What's up? In my recent interaction with a lot of salespeople over LinkedIn and other platforms, also within the organization, when I came to understand the kind of sales meeting which normally the salespeople and companies organize to understand the sales structure and sales figure and sales forecasting and sales targets and many other things, I was really thinking why all the sales meetings are all about targets, designated targets, achievements or targets which needs to be set for the next financial year or next quarter. All the sales meetings were completely focused on these things. And when I started talking with a lot of people from different companies and different environments and different sales perspective, I did find that the sales meetings are very much similar to most of the organizations where the focus point is completely about targets, targets, and targets. I'm not denying the fact that targets are not important. Being in sales, targets really plays a big role. In fact, in my last podcast too, I got a feedback from a few people that target is important for sales, and I do not deny that fact. Targets are something that acts as a driving force in the sales performance, and this is something that cannot be neglected. My point is, it's not only about target, it's about sharing your ideas, it's about your learnings, it's about the mistakes you make and you learn out of them. That's what my main focus was in the last podcast too, and even in the recent interaction with a lot of people, I did understand that sales meetings are all about targets, designated targets, and target that needs to be assigned for the next span of time, be it on a quarterly or a yearly or a monthly basis. I thought of bringing something different for each sales meetings. Apart from targets and all those number or numerical values that we have, the most important factors should also be discussed. And I thought of sharing with all of you in a sales meeting. The 6 to 7 points are more important to be discussed, and I believe sales meeting should be happening in a group. Individual sales meeting will allow me to address my problem and get an answer. But we never know that some people in our team might have different issues which might turn out to be our issues at some point of time. So we might be having an idea about those issues and how to come out of it. So a team meeting is very much important in sales rather than having an individual meeting, and I constantly focus on the fact of having a team meeting altogether. So talking about the discussions that we need to have during a sales meet are these. Firstly, how much knowledge do we have about the product or service that we are selling? We need to first justify and understand our knowledge and how much we know about what we are selling. Since being a salesperson, my knowledge about my service and my product or our company offerings should be the maximum. Second, how much are we able to transfer the knowledge to our clients? It's not just that we need to have knowledge, we need to make our communication even more stronger to make the clients understand what we are offering and why exactly our customers are in need of that product. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of customers might not even know that they need it, but we need to make them realize that they need it. And how we do that is something that we need to discuss in sales meeting with the entire team, gaining and sharing insights for others to learn as well. The third is the difficulties that we have building a pipeline. How much difficult it is to build a pipeline according to the products and services that we are selling. We need to understand the market synergy, we need to understand the market strength, we need to do a complete SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities and threat, and then we need to understand how much demand our services and our products are there in the market and which segment should be more targeted. The fourth point which I believe is we need to talk about the turnaround time. If my turnaround time is lesser than the turnaround time of any other team member, or that team member's turnaround time for the entire sales process is lesser than me, there is something that we need to understand and learn from each other. If me or any of my team member are doing something faster than me, being more effective. Now there is a difference between being faster and being effective. I can be faster, I might not be effective. My teammate could be faster, could be effective but not faster. Or any person in my team could be both fast and effective. We need to move with faster and effective results. Effectiveness do have a higher edge. So we need to focus on being effective. The fifth point which we need to discuss in sales meeting is how are we able to handle rejections. A lot of people face a high amount of demotivation while clients reject them. If we get 10 rejections in a row, we tend to get demotivated and we think of giving up. Wherein I believe that rejection is the point where we can succeed. And we need to understand from the entire team and the dynamics how do we face rejections. Last point which I believe should be discussed is how do we build a customer and not make a sale. I have always been focusing on this point in sales that it's never about making a sale. It's not about getting a business worth $1 lakh. It's about how you build a customer. And how you build a customer is understood and comprehended from the repeat business the customer gives us based on the trust that we have given to them, being the face of an organization to an external client. So I believe these 7 points should be discussed in all sales meetings. It's 6. So these 6 points should also be discussed apart from the numerical values that has been set, which is definitely the main purpose for sales, but these points will drive you towards reaching your targets. So discuss these points and make sales meetings more effective. Thank you so much, and I'll be coming with more videos based on your feedback that you give on my videos and podcast, and I'll be looking forward to interacting more with more people like you, not only from sales but from different professions, understanding the similar dynamics which different professions have with sales. That's what my plan is for the next upcoming videos. Thank you, and I wish you all the best. It's Tuesday, we have 3 days more for this week. Let's make the best out of it since we're nearing the month end also. All the best.